We're officially here, the race weekend is just hours away, and the 2025 F1 season is ready to begin. Perhaps of greater historical significance though, is that this will be the first ever race for Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. Having followed in the footsteps of all of the sports greats before him, Hamilton has headed to Italy to prove he can do it in red. Trying to predict how he will perform though is almost impossible. After the 3 worst seasons of his F1 career so far, there is a worry that he might have lost that aggressive edge he had when he first exploded onto the scene almost 20 years ago. So can he do it? Can he bring Ferrari a championship title they are desperate for? And can he beat his new teammate? Well, let's check it out. The teammate battle between Hamilton and Leclerc could be one of the most interesting of the season. Obviously, everyone knows Hamilton's story. You don't become the most successful driver in F1 history without having something about you. However, the last 3 seasons have raised questions. Hamilton has struggled in a Mercedes which hasn't suited him during the ground effect era. He was beaten by his younger teammate in 2 of those 3 seasons as well, and at times looked like he might just leave to go and pursue his other passions. If Fernando Alonso weren't still in F1 and looking as sharp as any fresh-faced 20-something, the questions over Hamilton's age would have been much louder. Last season in particular, Lewis was outdriven by his teammate, losing on points scored, qualifying positions, and during the races, with Russell crossing the line first 15 times to Hamilton's 9. This year, Hamilton's teammate should pose an even greater challenge. Leclerc is Ferrari's guy. He has been with the team his entire life, the Tifosi love him, and he knows that car and team better than anyone. Charles is so comfy at Ferrari, and last season he looked like he'd stopped making those painful errors which cost him in 2022. If we did a poll of the channel's viewers, I'm sure a majority of you would rate Leclerc higher than Russell as well. In qualifying in particular, Leclerc is a monster, and if Ferrari have got their tyre degradation sorted out this season, then he'll be able to convert more of those excellent qualifying performances into podium finishes. So far, the two have been very lovey-dovey with each other. Ferrari has put out enough photos of the two of them smiling and laughing together that you could believe they're childhood besties. But as Andrea Kimi Antonelli said this week, there are no friends on an F1 track. For every F1 driver, the person they want to beat most is their own teammate. They have the same equipment as you, so if you're losing to them, then you are just slower than them. There's no other way of looking at it. And while Leclerc and Hamilton are playing BFFs at the moment, the rivalry will kick off as soon as they hit the track this weekend, and Leclerc has given his verdict on what he has seen of his new rival. Now, you would think that they would have been both working hard in the simulator, poring over telemetry, and hitting the gym to get into the best shape possible before the season began. But not Hamilton. He's been having a bit of fun with his new Access All Areas pass to the Ferrari back catalogue. In the interview with Time, when he revealed his move to Ferrari, he also revealed his dream car, the Ferrari 250 GT California Spider, the Ferrari from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Well, Hamilton got the chance to drive the car from the movie. In a post to his Instagram he said, "No better way to start the season than by fulfilling another dream. Ferris Bueller's Day Off has been one of my favourite movies since I was a kid. This is to pay homage to the iconic film and to celebrate my first season with Ferrari. It definitely took a lot of cutting-edge tech, production and planning to get right. Had to get the exact car too. It's been a dream car since seeing the movie. Fair play to him, we all would if we could. But that is obviously not the car he'll be driving this season. So what is Leclerc's verdict on Hamilton in a Ferrari F1 car? Well, before I tell you, if you're enjoying the video and want to catch all the news and analysis on the upcoming season, then make sure to press the like button and subscribe to F1 Reverse. When asked what had impressed him most about Hamilton so far, Leclerc said, his work ethics and how much into the detail he goes. But that is something that I've seen as well with Seb. You know, winning so many championships, I think you really go for the last fine-tuning, the last fine detail. Yeah, that was very, very impressive. Other than that, just his natural talent. I think already from the first test, you can see that even if the car he doesn't know the car so much, he is straight away on the limit of it, and he challenges it straight away, and this is something very impressive. It shouldn't come as a huge surprise that Leclerc has been impressed by what he's seen. Martin Brundle recently pointed out how he has never seen Hamilton smile so much. This move to Ferrari has reinvigorated Lewis, and he's clearly settled in incredibly well. Hamilton appeared really happy with how well Ferrari's test went at Bahrain, even though the team looks like it will have work to do to catch the blistering pace of McLaren. Of course, it's easy to look happy and comfortable before the season begins. The pressure to perform hasn't started to build. But this weekend in Melbourne, the weight of expectation on Hamilton will be immense. Despite 3 tough seasons with Mercedes, he is still expected to perform and succeed, especially in what appears to be a competitive car. Is he feeling the pressure though? Well, Hamilton says he doesn't feel any pressure to prove himself as he starts his Ferrari career at the season-opening Australian Grand Prix. Hamilton said in Melbourne, "I am under no assumption it will be easy. I don't feel the pressure. The outside pressure is non-existent for me. The pressure is from within and what I want to achieve. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I've done it time and time again. I know what it takes to do a good job, and that's what I want to deliver for myself and my family, for this team that I really believe deserves success. They are so driven, and maybe they've had not as much success as they would like and deserve. Just want to work towards and contribute to doing it." Hamilton might say he doesn't feel the external pressure, but that seems almost impossible. This is arguably the biggest move in F1 history. It has been said a million times before, but this is the sport's most successful driver joining up with the sport's most successful team. This is a move that has gained attention far beyond Formula One circles. Hamilton and Ferrari transcend F1. Leclerc, though, is no stranger to having competitive teammates or former world champions. In 2020, he comfortably outdrove teammate Sebastian Vettel after gaining a close victory over him in 2019. While he may not have had the car to really challenge for a championship title, no one doubts that Leclerc could do it. He is Mr. Ferrari, according to Hamilton, but Leclerc doesn't agree. The Monegasque rejected any suggestion that he was Mr. Ferrari. "There is no place for one particular driver in Ferrari," Leclerc said. "Ferrari is bigger than any drivers, and that has always been the case. That's what makes Ferrari so special. There is support of the team and not one specific driver. Lewis is coming as a legend of the sport, so there is a lot more attention on him than me at the moment, and I'm completely fine with it. I completely understand that. It's normal it is that way. It is fine for me." That's a statement that Carlos Sainz and the fans who have watched the past few seasons would disagree with. Schumacher would definitely disagree as well. Yes, Ferrari are massive, but as with every F1 team, they will favor one driver over the other, and the fans will support one driver over the other as well. If Leclerc thinks Team LH44 are all of a sudden going to become Ferrari fans instead of Hamilton fans, he's going to be sorely disappointed. Ferrari is no different to any other team in that way. The drivers at Ferrari don't suddenly stop competing against each other just because they're at Ferrari. If anything, winning a driver's title for Ferrari means more than it does at any other team, so the rivalry is even greater. The two might be trying to play it cool at the moment, but all that does is reveal just how sharp the competition between them is going to be. Bring on Sunday is all I can say. Are you expecting Ferrari to favor one driver over the other? Will this rivalry explode at some point this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out our latest documentary on the worst crashes in F1 history. Until next time, drive safe and bye for now.